Thank you so much for joining us here at Lovely Being You, where it is such a quality thing for you to just be you. So, I guess I'll title this one Slicker. Okay. Slicker was a dog that was owned by a boy who I liked. Okay. Years ago, I was living in Yonkers, and if you don't know my background, my family is pretty much like the United Nations, okay? Almost everyone I think is in our family except for Asian people, okay? But we have almost every nationality, what have you, okay? And it's because when you love, when you fall in love with a person, I don't care what anyone says about them, you are going to defend them. So anyway, his name was Jeffrey. And Jeffrey's mom was, I mean, she had the heart of gold. You hear me? They lived around the corner. We lived in a three-family house where my grandmother lived on the top floor. We had Spanish neighbors on the second floor, and we were on the bottom. But all of us were like family. My mother put up the clothing line for the Spanish family, and that was it. That connected us all three. And everyone looked out for each other before we had to move. So my mother, I told you, was one person who would move other people into our home, but if they needed it. And there was a family where the mother had moved out of the house, and my mother did not want her children to suffer, so she moved them in with us. Now, only one person ended up staying, my god sister, and she was quite adventurous. She'd go out at night and go to like parties and clubs, and she'd come back and wake me up, and we'd watch one of the late night shows, and she'd tell me these stories. And I mean, we bonded because I loved her stories. She'd tell me about the guys she met, the parties she went to, and all the great adventures in New York that she had. Now, of course, I lived in Yonkers at the time, but New York was like miles away in my head because I could never go there, unless I was with my parents. I think I was about 8 years old. I don't know. I was in middle school. So either way, here I was. I could have been in elementary and going into middle school at the time. Either way, we used to have fun, staying up and talking. So my older sister moved in with us as well. And her boyfriend would come by, whatever, pick her up, drop her off. So everyone was doing their own thing. And, so there was, Jeffrey had an older brother. And my sister decided she was going to date Jeffrey's older brother. And I don't know, it was three for three. Either way, Jeffrey had red hair, and he and I guess a guy named Tony were my best friends because I'd hang out and play with them. I was like a tomboy at the time, and I enjoyed hanging out with them. But then they had a fight, and I didn't know what the fight was about. My mother pulled me in and said, "You're a girl, and they are boys, and they're fighting over you. That's not the fight that they're having. Is not over a toy. It's over you. You're going to have to make a choice on who you're going to be friends with. And I know you don't want to make a choice, but this is what it is." And at the time, I didn't understand because I'd already had an incident at the school where a boy spit on me and my brother had to beat him up, you know? And it was just amazing to me. Like, my eyes weren't open to that. I was so focused on being able to climb the fence, being able to climb the tree, being able to, not get a scar on my knee. It was just so much stuff going on. But this is what innocence is, and you can lose so much when you look at a fight. Like, what in the world? But here's the thing. Jeffrey's dog, Slicker. This was my first lesson on pets. When you have a pet, the pet is going to be loyal to you, but it's also going to be loyal to those you love. And I didn't know that at the time. So every time I came in the door, Slicker would jump on me, and he was trying to show his love because his master loved me, and his master was Jeffrey. So he jumped on me and he gave me a bloody nose one time, and Jeffy felt really bad. His mother was trying to get everything taken care of, get a towel and help me, stop the nose bleeding, and they had to give Slicker a talk, and they separated Slicker while I was there that day. But I didn't understand at the time. When people have animals, again, they're going to be loyal to their master. I didn't realize till years later, when I was trying to differentiate, why another dog, who was actually a family member's dog, hated me so much. Because the person didn't like me. And it's amazing to, I couldn't understand why this dog didn't like me. But animals feel you, they feel your energy. And her energy was always anger when she saw me. I didn't understand the jealousy because honestly she had more than me. But it was always some form of envy. I remember us going to a dinner party and her introducing me to this guy who was married. I said, why would you do that? Later on, he said, your cousin knew. I told her. And when I confronted the cousin, she said, oh, you're from New York. That's what y'all do. No, we don't do that. Maybe that's a Georgia thing, but it certainly is not a New York thing, as I explained to her. Again, animals can know so much about you, and animals love you. So if they're loyal to you, they're going to be loyal to you on every level almost, okay? I don't think you can have more loyalty than a pet sometimes, because when you look out here and you see how people will turn on other people, a pet, usually when a pet is loyal to you, and it also depends on the type of dog as well. If we're talking about a dog, pets usually have a certain loyalty to their owners. So either way, thank you for joining us. It's important that we look at love. And when we look at love and loyalty, we need to make sure that we are, if we say that we love a person, that we remain loyal to them. Because this is also a test that we go through in life when God is trying to test us and seeing where our loyalty lies. Do we love this person? And if we love this person, do we love them well enough not to hurt them? Or if we do hurt them, let it be a mistake as to why you hurt them. Not because of money, that they were driven by money or you were driven by money. Okay? And that's all, folks. Have a wonderful day. Lovely being you.